Communication is a huge part of life and is one of the most important success skills in the 5 weeks. We can easily split this huge topic into 8 key points: active listeners, class discussion etiquette, communication and social capital, ABCs of email, getting help with proofreading, conflict management, the fine arts of conflict resolution. These are the 8 key topics for communication section of success skills. Before we start, take some self-assessments. They will tell you how you are doing with communication. Be sure to adjust your habits if you are not excelling in one of the 8 key skills. First, you'll need to have positive nonverbal body language, such as facing the person who's talking, maintaining eye contact, don't be creepy, taking notes, and nodding your head in agreement or I see fashion. Those are just some of the nonverbal things we can all do. Do your best not to look like a slacker. Be receptive of the learning environment with class discussion etiquette. Don't interrupt someone who's talking or attack people for their ideas. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You should raise your hand if you want to talk and listen to others receptively when they're trying to speak. Also, test the boundaries of your comfort zone. It's not like other students are going to eat you. Finally, you should always stay on topic. Be hyper-aware whether or not your comment actually relates to the topic at hand. This is one of the most important parts of communication. If you had bad social capital, it's more likely that your peers will exclude you from their study group. Also, teachers might have a harder time accepting that your dog ate your homework if they don't even know your name. How do you build social capital? And you start talking to people. It's similar to making a friend, but you are doing this for your own benefit rather than the benefit of people around you. If you have high social capital, your peers might be more willing to share notes and your teacher might be more lenient if you miss a test. Be careful, it is extremely easy to kill social capital with one mistake. All your hard-earned capital goes down the drain. After disappointing your professor/peers, it is significantly more difficult to build it back up to where it was.
ABCs of email. Email is an important skill you need to have. Instant communication with your teachers is priceless, which means you should learn how to email them the proper way. Before composing an email, think about who it is being sent to. If you are sending an email to a close friend, there is no need for you to compose it formally. If you are composing a formal email, make sure it is brief. The recipient doesn't want to read a paragraph of buildup before you get to your point. Remember that the recipient of an email you send is not able to hear your voice. They probably won't interpret that joke you sent as a joke. Proofreading. Proofreading is an invaluable tool that your peers and teachers provide. Don't be afraid to let somebody else see your work. If you don't share it, then there is no way for you to get feedback on it. You should have somebody proofread everything you write, including your emails. The person who proofreads for you might save you from sending that rude joke. Even if you don't have anybody to proofread for you, there are loads of resources such as Grammarly and Spellcheck. However, keep in mind that these resources probably won't catch all of the mistakes you may have made. They also won't stop you from sending that joke. Conflict management. Different people manage conflict in different ways. This does not mean that one way is better than another. The many different ways people deal with conflict can be classified into 5 different groups. Each group is represented by an animal. The turtle deals with conflict by withdrawing. The shark forces their opinion on others. The teddy bear does everything in their power to make the other party happy. The fox tries to come up with a compromise, and the owl confronts the problem, trying to solve it in a way that benefits all parties. Again, none of these classifications are better than the next one. They're just a way to identify how people deal with conflict. Conflict resolution. Consider this fact. Chances are you will have to deal with /get along with /be friends with that person for the next 3 years. Having a conflict with one of these people just takes away a learning resource. The only person you're hurting is yourself. In the case that you do find yourself in conflict with somebody, the first thing you should do is back up to common ground. Find something to agree on and work from there. Make sure everybody involved has the chance to state their opinion. Make sure you listen objectively and don't interrupt. Finally, think of solutions. Doesn't matter how crazy they are, just brainstorm. When you're all out of ideas, choose the best one. You and the person you're conflicting with should agree on the solution. And stick to it. Conflict resolution process ideas. When emotions are running high, it is hard to listen objectively. If your disagreement turns into a shouting match, it might be time to take a break. Another idea is to have an unbiased third party mediate. This technique works so well, it is even used in court cases. If you and the person you are disagreeing with are interrupting each other constantly, it may be a good idea to text or pass notes. This will prevent you from interrupting each other. Make sure you're not doing this in class. You probably won't want your teacher seeing your texting history.